Hey guys, I am going to do one last report-in video for the day. I thought I was done, but I got a second wind as my wife's game finished up, and I got opened up to play, well, hang out or play another game or whatever. And I was looking at basically just hanging out, but somebody I was playing BCS with earlier and a few other guys, we got together to play Dune Imperium, which is a game that is based on the Dune franchise, the book series by Frank Herbert. It takes a lot of nods from the recent movie adaptation, at least in terms of the graphic art. Now, this is a game that is distinct from the Dune board game, just the Dune board game that has been around for a long time, and I have the Dune board game. But this is something different, and he was willing to teach and play the game, and we went to do that. Now, Dune Imperium, as it happens, is much more of a Euro than a thematic game like the original Dune board game, and I'm kind of talking quietly because it's kind of later in the evening here. The room is mostly emptied out except for a few scattered games still going here this late. But basically, it's kind of a Euro-y game that combines deck building, sort of like Star Realms, if you're familiar with that card game, with worker placement that feels a little bit like Lords of Waterdeep, if you played that game, and then a few other mechanics that kind of all come together in this resource management and its action management. I can't say that I don't know. I thought it was okay. I really like the Dune novels. They're some of my favorite novels. I've read all the ones from Frank Herbert. I've read some of the crappy ones from his son. Don't recommend the ones from his son, but do recommend the original Frank Herbert novels for sure. If you haven't read them, you should. They're good books. So I could connect to the themes that were present in Dune Imperium, but a lot of it felt a little pasted on. So there was fun mechanics like, put your worker here and you get some water, and you can use the water to get spice because you can venture deeper into the desert spaces and get spice, which you can use for a variety of purposes. We didn't play a full game because it's getting kind of late, and we decided to call it. Um, I can at least say that we ended the game with me in the lead by several victory points, but still a couple away from getting an outright victory, though I think I had figured out my strategy to do that. So, what was cool about the game is it felt like there were a lot of different uh, viable ways to get victory points and to win the game. So you could, maybe you could go into a game thinking about, yeah, I'm going to lean into this strategy. But some of the more random elements with the cards and the deck building means you might have to be flexible. You might have to switch your strategy mid-game and keep evolving what you're doing, which was pretty fun. So I guess as like a Euro-y game, it was pretty good. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was fine. Um, I don't know that I'm going to get a copy myself, because I guess if I'm going to play Dune, I'm going to want to play a board game in the Dune universe. I'll play the original Dune, but it was a fun game, a fun time here for a few hours in the night. I've got beer in hand that I'm going to finish up with, and then I'm going to go get some sleep, and we'll be back in the morning playing the rest of our BCS playthrough. The guys kept on playing a little bit longer after I had left the table. Um, we'll cover the status of the game tomorrow morning. I'll probably do some more short clips again. So um, yeah, so far so good. This has been good. I'm glad that I got to play more than just BCS today, and I got to play a new board game and had a good time, and was as close to winning as I could hope to be in a abbreviated game. So that was cool. Anyway, guys, have a good night, and we'll do more coverage of Game On 2023 tomorrow. See you later.